My dear students, I will start Unit 1 Electrostatics, which may carry 7 to 8 marks. First of all, I would like to explain Coulomb's law in scalar form. Already you are familiar with Coulomb's law in your previous classes, that means class 10. Suppose we have 2 point masses, point charges, one charge 1, charge 2, charge 3, charge 4, charge 5, charge 6. So according to Coulomb's law, what happens? The force of interaction between the two charges is directly proportional to the product of the two charges. Here, what is F1 is proportional to 1 into 2, that is 2. F2 is proportional to 3 into 4, 12. F3 is proportional to 5 into 6, 30. So you see, more the charges, more the force. So according to Coulomb's law, the force of interaction between the two charges is directly proportional to the product of the charges. Here you have seen that F1 is least and F3 is the highest force in this case. And secondly, suppose the 2 point charges are separated by different distances. Suppose these two 1 and these two 2 and these two suppose 5, these two 5, distance 5. So according to Coulomb's law, the force of interaction between the two charges will be F is inversely proportional to the square of the distance, 1 square, that is equal to 1. Here F is inversely proportional to the square of the distance, 4, 1 by 4.25, and this is what is force? This is F1, F2, F3. What is F3? F3 is proportional to 1 by 5 square, 1 by 25 is equal to 0.04. Here also we have seen that the force of interaction between the charges is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Here you see, here F3 it is the least and F1 it is the highest. So we can say the force of interaction, suppose two charges, point charges Q1, Q2 are separated by a distance r, then according to Coulomb's law, the force of interaction between the 2 point charges is directly proportional to the product of the two charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So combining these two, we can write F is proportional to Q1 Q2 by r square. So this implies F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by r square. So this is the Coulomb's law in scalar form. So K is the proportionality constant. Since this is proportional to this much, so K is here proportionality constant, and this is Coulomb's law in scalar form. আকৌ মই ৰিপিট কৰিছোঁ ধৰা হ'ল Q1 আৰু Q2 চাৰ্জ দুটাৰ মাজৰ ব্যৱধান R তেতিয়াহ'লে কুলম্বৰ সূত্ৰ অনুসৰি সিহঁতৰ মাজত ক্ৰিয়াৰত বলটো হ'ব আধান দুটাৰ গুণফলৰ সমানুপাতিক আৰু ইহঁতৰ দূৰত্বৰ বৰ্গৰ ব্যস্তানুপাতিক আৰু দুইটা একেলগ কৰি আমি পাম F is proportional to Q1 Q2 by R square. Okay. Then F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. K হৈছে সমানুপাতিক ধ্ৰুৱক আৰু ইয়াকে স্কেলাৰ ফৰ্মত কুলম্বৰ সূত্ৰ বুলি কোৱা হয় আৰু যদি তোমাক লিখিব হে write down Coulomb's law. Actually this is the Coulomb's law in mathematical form. How to write the Coulomb's law? The force of interaction between two point charges is directly proportional to the product of the two charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the two charges. So you have to write like this. যদি তোমাক কুলম্বৰ সূত্ৰটো লিখিব দিয়ে তুমি কেনেদৰে লিখিবা দুটা বিন্দু সদৃশ আধানৰ মাজত ক্ৰিয়াৰত বল আধান দুটাৰ গুণফলৰ সমানুপাতিক আৰু আধান দুটাৰ মাজৰ দূৰত্বৰ বৰ্গৰ ব্যস্তানুপাতিক আৰু ই হৈছে কুলম্বৰ সূত্ৰ আৰু যদি গাণিতিকভাৱে কুলম্বৰ সূত্ৰটো প্ৰকাশ কৰিব লাগে তুমি এনেকৈ লিখিবা F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. K হৈছে সমানুপাতিক ধ্ৰুৱক আৰু ই হ'ল স্কেলাৰ ৰূপত আমাৰ কুলম্বৰ সূত্ৰটোৰ গাণিতিক ৰূপ আমি দিলো In mathematical form of Coulomb's law we have got a proportionality constant K and that value is found to be 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. So you have to remember this value. এই মানটো তুমি কিন্তু মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব প্ৰবলেম সলভ কৰোঁতে K এর ভ্যালুটো তোমাক দৰকাৰ হ'ব K is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. Okay. Actually what is K? K is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught in vacuum. এটো হল বায়ু শূন্য মাধ্যমত বা ইন এয়ার মানে শূন্য মাধ্যমত আমি এয়ারটো আমি শূন্য মাধ্যম বুলি ধৰি লওঁ K is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught আৰু এক epsilon naught what is epsilon naught this is the permittivity of free space তাৰমানে হল শূন্য মাধ্যমৰ প্ৰবেশতা আৰু ইয়াৰ ভ্যালুটো তুমি জানা দৰকাৰ what is the value of epsilon naught 8.85 into 10 to the minus 12 10 to the minus 12 okay Coulomb square per Newton per meter square এই ভ্যালুটো তুমি জানা একেবাৰে দৰকাৰ So we can write the Coulomb's law like this F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. Okay. Now if the medium is not free it is not free medium any medium যিকোনো মাধ্যমৰ বাবে Coulomb's law will take the form F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 by R square. What is epsilon here? This is called permittivity. Of the medium মাধ্যমৰ প্ৰবেশতা বুলি কোৱা হয় এপসাইলনক কোৱা হয় মাধ্যমৰ প্ৰবেশতা এটা ইয়াৰ আগতে আমি এটা ডিফাইন কৰিম ৰিলেটিভ পাৰমিটিভিটি এপসাইলন r ৰিলেটিভ পাৰমিটিভিটি রিলেটিভ পারমিটিভিটি কি আপেক্ষিক প্রবেশ্যতা আপেক্ষিক প্রবেশ্যতা কি তোমালোকে চোৱা epsilon r is given by ratio of epsilon and epsilon naught. What is epsilon? Epsilon is a permittivity of the medium madhyamor probesyota. Epsilon is a shunnya madhyamor probesyota. So this implies what? Epsilon is equal to epsilon naught epsilon r. Okay, epsilon naught epsilon r. So our Coulomb's law will take the form F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by so this is epsilon naught epsilon r square. So this will be the Coulomb's law mathematical form. Now for free space, what is epsilon r? Epsilon by epsilon naught. So free space, epsilon is denoted by epsilon naught. So 1. So epsilon r is equal to 1 for free space. Okay. Therefore, we write what is f is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square. So generally we write this formula only for free space. If you consider a medium, then your formula will be this one. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon r Q1 Q2 by r square. If it is free space, is যদি মুক্ত মাধ্যম হয় তেতিয়াহলে epsilon r এর ভ্যালুটো 1 হয়। গতিকে এটু হল আমাৰ কুলম্বৰ সূত্ৰৰ গাণিতিক প্ৰকাশ। আজিলৈ ইমানতে হ'ল। থ্যাংক ইউ। নেক্সট ক্লাস।